everyone, and welcome. If this is your first time here, I am Terri Hartley at Rustic Barn Cards. I'm so glad you are joining me today. I have some fun projects for you. I have 6 cards and a pouch that holds the 6 cards. And I do want to give a shout out to Julie DiMatteo of the Paper Pixie for the idea for this pouch. And when I turn the camera down, we'll open that up and we will look at those 6 cards. So we're making all 6 cards and the pouch. And this is my card class to go for the month of June. And we're going to be using Unbounded Love Designer Series paper. I had to think of the name. We're going to be using the Flowers of Beauty stamp set, and then the Sentiments stamp set that goes along with that, that's called Unbounded Love, with a few other items. We're only using 3 inks today, so let's turn the camera down. I'm going to tell you about a couple of things that's going on, and then we will start stamping. And if I give you value today, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking that subscribe button. And if you're watching this on Facebook, please give me a like. I appreciate it. It helps my small business. Okay, let's turn the camera down and let's get started. So let me invite you to our 6th online global retreat. I'm one of the hosts, one of the 4 hosts of the online global retreat. We have Sarah from Australia, Connie from Canada, Louise from the United Kingdom, and of course myself, Terri, from the United States. So we have early bird registration going on. It does end on Friday, June 14th, as far as the early bird price, which is $74 here in the United States. This, I love this. I mean, our online global retreat has grown every time. We have it twice a year, and it has just continued to grow. And the projects for our 6th online global retreat are amazing. I do have to tell you that. And we have lots of techniques. So this is for whether you're a beginner or an avid stamper, you're going to, I think, find value in our online global retreat. We have 8 live demonstrations throughout the 2-day retreat on July 12th and 13th, which is recorded, so you have lifetime access. We show over 30 projects, and the full retreat, you can get a retreat to go. You get a retreat box full of goodies and goodie bag, over $30 of product. There's pillow gifts, written tutorials, and prizes and more. So you can read about it in the description to get more information. I'd love to have you I'd love to have you join us, I'm trying to say. And I think one of the things that I'm the most proud of is that we have repeat participants. So people that I didn't know back when we did our first online global retreat, they have joined every time. This will be their 6th time. And so we have a lot of people that repeat. And so I feel really good about that. And of course, now they're my friends. So, but I didn't know them at all during the first online global retreat. But again, check out on the information. Love to have you be a part of that. And then right now, Stampin'UP, now through June 30th, they have an extra 10% off our stamp and die bundles. So our stamp and die bundles are already 10% off. So now they're giving you an extra 10% off, which is awesome. And if you're a demonstrator, or you can sign up to be a demonstrator, then you also have that discount on top of this already great discount. And so the stamp and die bundles are discounted. We do have some new online exclusives for pre-order for demonstrators right now. Those we do not get the extra 10% off. But you can, in your starter kit, if you want to join, you can add some of those new online exclusives to your starter kit, and there's a lot of fall and winter in the new online exclusives, which you'll be able to see on July 3rd. But if you would like to be part of Rustic Barn Stampers, reach out to me, and you can add some of those to your starter kit of those in the online exclusives, or anything in the annual catalog, or that's online. The cut and emboss machine, our regular size, our large size, and our mini is an extra 10% off now through June 30th. Okay, let me quickly show you what we're going to use today. Before I do that, let me show you the project. So this is our project that we are going to make. So we're going to make this pouch, and then we're going to make the cards. So this pouch opens up just like this, and we have 6 cards, and it holds 6 envelopes, and you could probably even put a couple more in. So we're going to make these 6 cards today, and we're going to make this pouch. And I think this would be a really nice gift for someone or you. And we're going to be using the Flowers of Beauty stamp set, and I'm going to be using the Sentiment from Unbounded Love. And we're going to be using the embellishments Basic Gray and Smoky Slate. And there's a few other things along the way that we'll be using, and we'll just talk about them as we go. And we will use 3 inks. The 3 inks we're going to use: Berry Burst, and this that's the wrong one, Basic Gray, and Basic Beige. I've been wanting to use Basic Beige because it's one of our new colors. And so Basic Beige, Basic Gray, and Berry Burst are our 3 colors. All right, now this is my June card class, so you can receive this kit, this card kit to go, and it will have about $25 in product, and you'll get the card stock to make 6 cards, and envelopes, and the directions, and what you need for the pouch. And you're going to be receiving a full pack of Designer Series paper, full pack of embellishments, about 2 yards of ribbon, and the cost is $44. So all the card stock will be prepped, and everything will be die cut and everything. So that's $44, and that it does include shipping. You do need to sign up. The last day to sign up is June 17th for this online card class. And then this is what you're going to be receiving, only it will be separated for you and everything for each card. But this is, so you get all of this, plus full pack of Designer Series paper and embellishments, and ribbon, and envelopes, of course, too. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold the card bases. So the card bases will be cut and scored for you. So you just need to fold them like I'm doing that right now. You have an indentation, then you have kind of like a mountain. So turn it over, and the mountain side is here, and then we're going to fold it like this. And I like to take my bone folder and give it a little bit more of a crease. All right, we have all 6. I'm going to lay those aside, and we are going to bring in some basic white, and we're going to do some stamping. And I'm going to stamp 2 at a time, because we're making multiples. We're making 6, and I think I can get 2 here on the camera. And so I have Berry Burst and Basic Beige. And then this is the card that we're going to make. So I'm going to lay it aside so I can see that. And then I just moved my phone. All right, so I'm going to bring in the outline of our flower. And I'm going to go ahead and ink this up in Berry Burst. And then I am just going to go ahead and stamp it up here. And then one right here. And then partly on our layer, and then we'll put one more. And I'm going to do the same for this one. Put that up in the corner, and then we'll put it right below. And of course, you can just do it. Now, they're all going to be a little bit different, and you can do them however you want. Now, I am not going to be timing myself how quickly I can make these 6 cards, but it does save you when you're doing multiples to... Got that a little close together, but that's okay. It helps then to go ahead and stamp everything using one image, because you don't have to clean that and then come back. So I'm going to go ahead and all right, then I'm going to clean this, my stamp. And I don't need this. I will need this Basic Beige, but I'm going to lay that aside right now. And now we are going to fill in the middle. So I'm going to bring in the image that is smooth, where the outline was rough. And there's a little bit what kind of sticks out on the side, and that's what I'm going to match up right here. This is, I think, some two-step stamping. Some are a little more difficult than others, but this is an easy stamp to match up. So I inked it in Berry Burst, and now I have stamped off. So we're going to do one with stamped off. And then on this, you're going to just kind of line it up. So part of it will be on your scrap paper. And again, and as you can see, that lines up really well. And we're going to continue. I'll do one more, and then I'll do the others. I don't think you need to. Whoop. Forgot to stamp off. I can't talk and stamp at the same time, I guess. So I'm going to do that for all of these cards. And you can see how quick and easy it is to line up this second stamp. The photopolymer makes it so much easier because you can just look right above and match it up. Okay, we have our berry burst flowers. Now we're going to use our Basic Beige. And we're going to do the same flower. So we're going to start with the outline. And put that up here. This is going to be full strength. We'll put one right here on the corner. And then down here at the bottom. So lay that aside. So stamp one at the top. Now you can stamp yours wherever you would like. Just like that. Bring in the next one. And I'm going to make sure that we get the full flower on this one. And then just part of the flower. And then down here at the bottom. And we have 2 more to go. Just like that. And we get the cards done. We will make that pouch. Okay. Now I'm going to bring in the one that fills it in, and we're going to go ahead and ink this up. We are going to stamp off, and then we will line it up. And again, I'm using that little corner, but then I'm looking up here, making sure that it's all lined up. And as you can see, I forgot to stamp off, but you know what? I think that's okay. It's okay because flowers are different colors, right? They're not, when they bloom, they're not always the same. There we go. Let's just bring in 2. We'll ink up our flower, stamp off. If I knew how to speed this up, I would do that, but I don't, so we will. But it's good to show you that it doesn't take very long. And when you're making multiples, I think it's a good way just to go ahead and stamp everything in that ink, so you don't have to do one and then clean it and then come back. And we have 2 more left to make our 6. I think I'm going to do this one darker, just for a little contrast. All right. So now we use these two images here, and we're going to use this little image, which is really blooms for these two step, but we're just going to use this image. We're not going to use both. And we're just going to kind of fill in. So I already have it, the stamp on the block. And then again, I want this to be light because we're just going to kind of fill in. So we're just going to do this randomly, where we kind of added our flowers similar on each of the layers, but this we'll just kind of fill in. And you could use a different color if you wanted. Okay. I'm going to do a couple of these, and I'm just going to do the rest off camera. I want to do it so you can kind of get the idea. Just filling it in. Okay, I'm going to do the rest off camera. So we have these stamped, and now we're ready to add our sentiment. And I'm using the sentiments from Unbounded Love, and I'm making these 6 cards all occasion. So we're going to be using, make 2 happy birthday, 1 with sympathy, and let's see, you're a true blessing, and just for you. So those are what we're going to be using, and I'm going to be using Basic Gray. Now, when you get this kit, you can use any colors that you want. So we have Happy Birthday, and we're going to go ahead and ink this up. And I am going to use full strength. And I'm going to stamp this at the bottom. And lay that aside. Bring in our next layer. Happy birthday. Then I'm going to bring our next layer, and we're going to do just for you. Bring our next layer. You're a true blessing. Right like that. Going to bring in with sympathy. And we have one more. I think you're a true blessing. So we'll do 2 of those. Now we're going to leave our ink out, and I'm going to bring in, this is our inside layer, Basic White inside layer. And I'm going to stamp some of the inside and some I'm not. But we have 2 happy birthdays. And so in that stamp set, it says, may all your wishes come true. May all your wishes come true. So we're going to stamp 2 of these. And some we're going to leave blank. And then our sympathy card, we're going to add an insert for that. It says, "My heart goes out to you." Now, of course, you can make these cards. You can stamp whatever you want. So if you get this kit, you can just stamp whatever that you would like. And I believe that is just 3 that we're going to stamp, and then 3 that we're not for the inside layers. So let's go ahead and close up our basic gray. And I am going to bring in our card base. Before I do that, I'm going to bring in, this is the 2 sheets of Designer Series paper from the pack that I am using. So I'm using this, and it's like a half inch strips by 5. And then we're going to be using, this is going to be our pouch, and you'll need a 12 by 12 for this. So let me go ahead and bring, instead of our card bases, we're going to bring in Basic Beige. And this is 5 1/4 by 4. And then I'm going to bring in, I already have the strips cut, 1/2 inch by 5. And I am going to bring in my adhesive. And I'm going to bring in my silicone craft sheet, because when I'm working with small pieces, I do not want to get any adhesive on my grid paper or my crafting surface. So I'm going to turn that over, and I'm just going to add some adhesive. And then I am going to place this over on the right hand side, and I'm going to give a little bit of an edge. Try to line that up straight. And then apply some pressure. So just add some adhesive to that 1/2 inch by 5, and then place this over on the right side. And continue to do this. So we're going to continue this. We got 4 more to do. Just add adhesive and place it right here. Get it lined up. Get it lined up. Okay. So this is my card class for June. So if you would like me to send you everything prepped, like all the cardstock prepped and the card bases scored for you, and we'll have some die cuts that we're going to be using, and those will be already die cut out for you. Plus you'll get some product, and you'll have enough product to make other cards too. Go ahead, and in the description you can get all that information. And you'll have a written tutorials PDF, as well as this video when you get your kit that you can refer back to. All right, one more. So I kind of hold that down with my top finger, kind of get it, try to get it even there. All right, now we're going to bring in our card bases. And we're going to add this Basic Beige layer to our card bases. So again, we'll try to line it up as straight as we can. Okay, we'll just tuck that right in there. Bring in the next card base. Add some adhesive. I like this Basic Beige and Berry Burst. I think it goes well together. What do you think? Please say hi in the comments and let me know where you're watching from. I like green glue. I call this green glue. So this is my favorite adhesive. I think we all have favorites. Some of you like this glue. Some of you like our Stamp and Seal better. It is all good. Just whatever works the best for you, right? Okay, this is number 5. You want that strip of Designer Series paper to be on the right-hand side. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in, so we're going to start with Sympathy. So I'm going to go ahead and add that layer, basic white layer, that's 5 1/4 by 4. We're going to add that to the inside of our card. And then I'm going to turn this over and we're going to add dimensionals. And I'm going to add them in each corner and the top, just like that. Then I'll take the backings off. So I've taken the backings off, and now we are going to go ahead and we're going to line this up. And just like that. And then we're going to bring in our happy birthday, because I want to make sure that I have the layer inside. May all your wishes come true. So we're going to do the cards first that we stamped on the inside. And I'm going to do the same thing and add dimensionals in each corner. And then take off the back, taking the backings off, and then I'm going to place that on the card front. Happy birthday, may all your wishes come true. And then we have one more happy birthday, because we did 2 happy birthdays, because it seems like there's lots of birthdays during the year, right? So we can always use birthday cards. And of course, you can make these all birthday cards if you wanted to, or whatever that you need, because especially the Unbounded Love sentiments have a lot of different sentiments that you can choose from, but maybe you have a different sentiment set, and that will work too. Okay, I'm going to do this one, and then I will do the others off camera, because I think you get the idea, right? Backings are off, and we want to make sure we have this turned around. That is important. So we'll just kind of take that right to the edge of the Designer Series paper and line that up. There we go. And then we have 3 more left, and I will do that and add dimensionals to these, and I'll be right back. Here are our 6 cards. I'm going to bring in these Basic Gray and Smoky Slate pearls that are in our new annual catalog. And we're going to add these to our card, and you can just put them wherever that you would like. Right like that. Happy birthday. You can just kind of mix up, put them in different places. With sympathy. You're a true blessing. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are our 6 cards. And just for you, your true blessing, happy birthday. With sympathy, and another, you're a true blessing. All right, well, we're going to start on that pouch, but I'm going to make the tag for the pouch next, so we have all of our stamping done. I'm using Stylish Shapes. I'm going to be using the third from the largest and the third from the smallest. And the largest is going to be Berry Burst, and I have already die cut these out, and you'll have them die cut out in your kit also. So we're just going to lay these out. I like these because they have a little stitched edging. And then we are going to be stamping on the basic white. And we're going to bring in our basic gray. This doesn't look like basic gray because we're going to use Berry Burst because we want it to match our background. So we're going to bring in Berry Burst. And we're going to bring in Just For You. And again, this is a sentiment in our Unbounded Love stamp set. So I'm just going to ink this up. And we are going to stamp that. So this is going to be the tag for our pouch that we're going to make next. There we go. I'm going to adhere the basic white onto the Berry Burst cardstock. So my June card class, you can get this card kit sent to you, shipped to you. I'm also having it in person, but most of you that are watching me probably don't live close enough to do the in person, but there might be some of you. But this class is going to be in person, or card kit will be shipped to you. And the card, if you want the cardstock prepped, these die cuts for 6 cards, 1 of 6 design, and the pouch, you'll have product, over $25 a product, or about $25 a product. And the kit to make the projects, including envelopes. Then there is information in the description. And the last day is June 17th, and then these will ship out on by the 27th of June. One more. Lay our glue aside. And then we are going to bring in just a regular punch, whatever you have. And we are going to just punch a hole at the top, because later we're going to be adding some ribbon. So when you stamp this, you can maybe stamp just a little bit lower. So far I'm okay that I haven't punched into my sentiment, but okay, then the last thing we're going to do is to bring in back our gems, and I want to add one on the on the side of each of these. You do have, again, you have different sizes, and some are basic gray and some are smoky slate. And I'm using mostly the gray. I think I might have picked up one smoky slate, but that is okay. Okay, lay those aside. And we have our tags made just for you. And now we're ready to make the pouch. So I brought in our scoring board. Now you can do this on a trimmer if you don't have the scoring board, but I do love our scoring board. And I'm going to bring in a sheet of a designer series paper, and it is directional, so I want the pattern to be at the top. So this is the pattern, and that's at the top. And then I'm going to go ahead and score this. And again, I'm not for sure if I mentioned at the beginning or not, but this gift pouch, a shout out to the Paper Pixie for the idea for this gift pouch. So we are going to score this at 3 inches. Nine inches. And then I'm going to rotate it so the pattern is on the left-hand side. So I'm going to turn this, and the pattern top is over here now. And then I'm going to score this at 4.5. And I'm going to score it at 5.5. And I'm going to score it at 10. Then I'm going to take this out, and I am going to fold and burnish. So I'm going to fold it on the score line. And then we have one right here. And we have one on this side. So the top of the pattern is right here, and I want it on the bottom. So I'm going to turn this over, and I am going to cut out this square on this side and this square on this side. Okay, but I am going to turn it around like this. So the top of the pattern is, the pattern top is right here. So I'm going to bring in my snips. So I'm going to cut this section off and this section off. And if you notice, here we have this folded section, And then we have this folded section. And notice how this folded section is wider. We want to cut off just the two corners of the smaller section. So I'm going to go right up in the fold line. I can see better on this side than I can on the other. I felt like I didn't. Felt like I didn't make a straight cut, but I think it'll be okay. So then we have these two pieces that we don't need for this project. Then I'm going to bring the scoring board back in. I'm going to bring my Designer Series paper back in on the scoring. The top is on the left-hand side. The two pieces that we cut out are over here on the right. And then I'm going to score at 10.5. So I'm going to come up here on my scoring board, and I'm going to start it up here and then go on to my Designer Series paper. And so that's the last score mark that we need. So we do not need the scoring board again, so I'll get this out of the way. Then I'm going to go ahead and we are going to okay, so place your Designer Series paper upside down and have, this is the flap at the top. And then we're going to work on this side right here. And you have, maybe I'm going to bring it back down so you can see better. So we have two lines right here. So we're going to work on this right here. So we're going to, when I fold it over, I'm going to put my finger, or you can also use your bone folder. And then I'm going to take this right here and bring it down even. So can you kind of see that? Then I'm going to hold with my finger, and then I'm just, there's going to be, get this flap out of the way. So then I'm going to crease this with my finger, but I'm going to keep it flat on the table. And then start in that corner, and then just go across. Then I'm going to take my bone folder and give it a good crease. Okay, and now I'm going to come over here and do the same thing over here. I'm going to, on the left side, fold it down, and I'm working with that bottom line, putting my fingernail there, taking this and kind of pinching it, and then bringing it even with the bottom, then coming in and pressing this down, and then using my bone folder. Okay, now I'm going to turn it around, and we're going to do the same on the other side. So again, this is this little intersection right here, but on the outside, and you can use your bone folder, just whatever you find is the easiest. So I can use my bone folder right there, take this and bring it down. I think my nail works better. Get that even. So I'm going to hold it with my right hand and then come in and go ahead and press on that, and then bring my bone folder. So it kind of looks like this in here. So then I'm going to turn it around this way. We're going to do this side. So I'm going to hold it here, tilt this, and then I'm going to bring it kind of like up and down so it's even. I'm going to hold it with my left hand, and if you can see inside, then I'm going to crease this right there with my other hand. Then I'm going to come in with my bone folder. Okay, then I'm going to open this up. I'm going to turn it around so the flap is at the top where these two cutouts are, and then we're going to add some adhesive. So we're going to be adding adhesive. So think of it as this is a flap here. We're going to be adding adhesive in this kind of like a little, well, it's not exactly a triangle, but this top section, this bottom section, and this section between this score line and this score line right here, and then up in this corner. But right now I'm just going to do this half. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my adhesive. I'm going to start right down here in the corner. And I'm not doing anything right here. And then I'm going to go do this section right here. So we'll go down. Then add it. All right, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it over. Just going to press with my hands first. Then I'm going to bring in the bone folder. And then you will see that it opens up as a pouch. Opens up as a pouch where we can put our cards and our envelope in, and then this folds over like this. So let's go ahead and get our cards, and I am going to stagger them. So I'm going to start with this way, and then put one this way, and then turn it the other way. Then I'm going to bring in our envelopes, and we'll get 6 of our basic white medium envelopes, and I'm just going to put them at the end. Bring in our pouch, and they will go right inside our pouch, just like this. You might be able to get 1 or 2 more in, but I think 6 is a good number. And then you could close it with a Velcro. You could do that. We're going to use our tag. I made 6 of these. We only need 1 tag for 1 pouch, but if you want to make more, then you have them ready, right? So you will just get one die cut in the Berry Burst and one Basic White in your kit. I just got carried away. I had 6 was on my mind, right? All right, we are going to bring in this sheer ribbon, this silver and white sheer ribbon, and we're going to go ahead and thread this from the back, because I'm going to use this ribbon to close our gift pouch with our cards in it. And I want to have plenty to make a nice bow. And you'll have, in your kit, you'll have enough for this and more. So then I'm going to go ahead and tie. I'm going to kind of pull this like this. And if you have, like, you can have something to hold right here. I don't, so I am going to go ahead and just use my finger to do that. And then just go really quick. And there you have, and here you have the pouch. So here is your pouch just for you, and it's ready to give it to someone. Here's the sides of the pouch with the cards. And then I have an extra card here just to share with you. So we made 6 cards today. We made a pouch with a tag. We just need 1 tag. We didn't need 6 tags. But I guess I'm ready to make more pouches, right? So again, I will not send any stamped images, but all the cardstock will be prepped. And you will have about $25 of product in the June card kit to go. So again, there is information in the description, and please sign up for my newsletter, because they received all the information about this kit yesterday, and they always get the news that and the offerings that I have first. So sign up for my newsletter to get all the information and what I have to offer each month. So what did you think? Did you like the cards that we made today and the gift pouch? I'd love to hear your comments. So please leave your comments and let me know. And again, this is my June card class kit to go, and the information's in the description. I'm Terri Hartley at Rustic Barn Cards, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, coming to you from Iowa. Thank you for being here and watching. Have a great week, and I will be back next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Central. Take care, and bye for now.